And it's just one of those nights, man. It's just one of those nights where shit is just not working out at all. And it's all good. It's all good. You know why? Because life's good. Life's good because we're alive. And yeah, life's good. I just need this to go ahead and open up so I don't punch a hole through my computer. Awesome. Great new title. Fucking fuck it, bro. Yeah, man, I was just saying that the trick, dude, is like use that rudder to like keep the nose pointed down the runway. And then if the wind's blowing you off course, use that bank angle for or use bank for a ground track, you know? If the nose, you know what I try and do is like from the very beginning when you have a new student, I even from the intro flight, from a very first intro flight, I have the student participating in the landing. And I do everything. I have the power, I do the yoke, but I like let them be in charge of the rudder. And I'm like, you know, we go up there, and even a part of the demo flight, it's like doing exercises to maintain directional control. But and of course on final approach, I'm like helping them and stuff. But I feel like I need to maybe go up here. But when we are coming in for a landing, I always have them, I'm like, okay, no matter what, point this nose down the runway, no matter what, you know? And it's always really cool because it's relatively low workload for them. They're like, okay, like they have one job, you know? And then I'm like, okay, great, you're doing great. You know, of course they're not super great at it, but then I'm like, you know, you're doing great. And now with you doing that, you see, I have to like put the bank in there, you know, and I get to show them like what happens, what I need to do as a result of them keeping the rudder in. And then, you know, from the beginning, they can like practice, you know, they know like that rudder's a fundamental step and stuff, because it's really easy to get overwhelmed between rudder, aileron, and power to manage, you know, descent rate and like all that stuff. My problem was never getting the nose lined up perfect. I would always cross load the gear, so I never had a good sight picture burned into my brain. Let me read that again. It was you didn't have a problem getting the nose lined up, but you would always cross load. So going through the flare, then it was, well, to me, I mean, isn't cross loading is going to come from your alignment not being totally right on through the flare, I guess, right? Or am I thinking of something else that you're saying? Am I misunderstanding? I just never had a good sight picture learned into my brain. Yeah, I got you. That's a really difficult one, by the way. That's a really difficult task, because you're in that weird transitional period of like, you know, the airplane settling down, and you're starting to pull back on the controls, which makes the airplane like yaw in weird directions, and sometimes it's like, you know, yawing like, if you sometimes like what I've noticed students do is they in the flare, like it's kind of hairy, and so like they forget about their feet, you know. Were you letting off of the rudder just because you're like, okay, you know, it's like kind of gnarly what's going on? Or flight path was straight down the runway, I could just never come out of the crab correctly. But see, that's actually interesting. I don't teach crabbing as crosswind correction. I don't teach crabbing on final. I don't teach that for that reason, actually. There are a couple different schools of thought on how to actually teach crosswind landings. Do you teach it as a crab that like you then rapidly transition to a side slip just like last minute, or do you pretty much keep the airplane straight and side slip it as needed on final? And I'm kind of the latter. I actually keep the airplane straight down the runway the entire time and then use bank into the wind. Wow, dude, what the... That's how I was taught. Yeah, that must have been the problem. Oh, I see, I see, I see. So that's what it ended up being for you. Okay. All right, let me see here. Let's see, mission 1. I'm just gonna like look through like what the hell even is going on here. So, arriving on Halo. Yeah, arriving on Halo. Sounds good, dude. We got that stuff. Very cool. We got that. We got these dudes. I'm looking for... Okay, okay. Come into this room here. Inside the tunnel, look for the gap in the wall. As you go down the first ramp, terminal is at the end of this gap. Am I tripping? Hold up. Is it really that easy? Hold on. Yeah, during the flare, I'd let that rudder out. Yep. 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 You would let the rudder out. Dude, definitely. And would continue to weather vane into the wind because I didn't get the... Yes. Basically, you just can't give up. Like, not that you would give up, but I mean, there's like, students would kind of like forget their job. How am I like missing the ramp? Like, what? So, man, I got this, like... What does this say here? Yeah, inside the tunnel. Ah, see, I've already been here, though. The console... Yeah, we got all of this. Across the river is an area of a lot of rocks. You have one more covenant to kill. Get all of them. You need to go on foot. After they're all gone, the pelican will come. Go to it. Oh, okay. So I need to... See, I thought I killed these fuckers already, dude. Truth and reconciliation. Yeah, see, I'm not there, dude. I'm definitely on this one. I'm just trying to look and see, like, what the hell am I missing, man? Because I see no dudes anywhere. Some of the Marines are here. Kill the Covenant there. Return to the Warthog. They said I need to kill the last guys, like, on foot. And I thought I already had... Zach, that's big of you to admit, dude. You would totally give up. Took a long time to break that habit. Kept the back pressure until we were slowed down enough. Yeah, dude, you can't give up. And I think it's like... You know, that's what I... Oh, shit. That's pretty cool. I think that's where I gotta go. I saw that little beacon thing go up. Here we go this way. You know, and I hesitate to call it giving up, like, in the moment, you know, but that's essentially what it is. But obviously, like, the student is trying hard. I think you just kind of, without a lot of experience of landing, it's easy to, like, shift your focus, you know, to something like, oh my god, you know, like, it's time, like, it's time to land now. It's like, yeah, dude, we know, you know, like, let's land, let's not, you know, stop landing. You just gotta stick with it, you know. And then, that was pretty dope, by the way. Little side, like, sliding in across the... There must be, like, one son of a bitch around here somewhere. Yeah, more like stop flying because it seems like now I'm done because I'm on the ground. Yeah, it is that. I'm like, no, the airplane's still flying, dude. The airplane's still flying. Like, we're not done yet. Yeah, like, I'm done now. Like, the airplane's on the ground. That's exactly what it is, actually. Maybe, like, it's right here. Dang. Watched a video that made a bunch of sense where a guy was talking about flying it all the way through the landing. Same goes for a crash. Just never giving up until you're fully stopped. That's it too. And you know what the other thing is? It's hard to not over control. If you're you know, going through that, it's really hard to not over control it and actually make the situation worse because you don't let enough happen that's trying to happen, you know. So it's really finding that balance, I think, and that's why, like, when you don't know how to do it, like, finding balance is obviously really hard. So, you know, how do you know what to do? And that's why I like to try and break it up for a student. I like to break it up into those, like, digestible pieces where, you know, they're either doing the rudder only, or, you know, I'll do the rudder and then they're doing the power and the yoke, or, like, I'm doing the you know, you basically divide it up. Or, like, maybe a student's having a hard time with you know, maintaining the center line, and they you know, they need, like, practice, you know, maintaining that center line, is I'll just do, like, low approaches. You know, I'll do, like, a low approach over the runway where they can, like, actually... I'll go to an airport where they're really cool with, like, super low approach, like, staying in ground effect the entire time. There was one day where I literally dancing on the rudder pedals because I had no idea what was good. Yeah. It's really obvious, too, like, from the instructor standpoint, where it's, like, the nose is just wagging, and it's, like, they're not, you know, really doing what they're supposed to be doing. And they don't, it's not that, it's that they don't understand what they're supposed to be doing. It's not that they're not doing something, it's like they need help understanding, like, what the right course of action is. And so, yeah, I totally feel you, man. You weren't flying, like, a particularly, you know, low power, easy airplane either, though, to be fair. You know what, dude? I think let's like restart this thing.
We're coming in too fast.
Oh yeah, dude. You're not pulled too hard in the flare. Couldn't see the cowling. I mean, you're lucky you didn't leave ground effect. You know. But I hear you. Yeah, and once that
Can you hear me?
you know, there's nothing wrong with you know,
Can
flaring.
you move?
You know, in the flare, like you do lose the end of the runway. You know, but sometimes you could get like way too pulled forward, and you start really like the sight picture. You know, in the corner window, the corner of the side of the instrument panel, like you start really losing that.
Ships on approach. I recommend moving into those hills. If we're lucky, the Covenant will believe that everyone aboard this lifeboat died in the crash. Alert! Covenant dropship inbound. They must be looking for survivors. I recommend immediate evasion.
Oh shit. Yeah, there's like no aim on here. There's an aim for
Alert! Covenant dropship
this.
has detected us. Here they come.
Yeah, like I think honestly I was just like, let's just restart because this is like the beginning of this. It wasn't even that big of a deal. We're going around like looking for the other dudes that crashed. It's all good. I think I might have like missed the ship or something before, because there was legitimately nobody around. And I don't know. I think the game might have been weird or something. You know, sometimes like you can forget, or not forget, but you can like miss a key part of the game that like after that there's no way to really get it back because you actually missed something that you were supposed to do or something. Might have been a glitch. Yeah. Where none of the objectives. That's what I'm saying. Like it was just weird. I'm like, what the fuck? Son of a bitch. These ships are dope though, man. I remember Halo 3, you would fly them in the multiplayer. I don't know if you ever played Halo 3. Did you play all of them actually? I remember you saying what you said. ODST was cool and Reach, I think, right? You played all of them? That's awesome. My first one was Halo 2 when it came out, and then Halo 1, and then Halo 3 when it was released. Yeah, that's sick, dude. I came into it super late. I actually never had an Xbox. I mean, I had an Xbox 360. That's what I played Halo 3 on. But yeah, it was a buddy of mine that had I had PS2. I think that's what it was, right? It was like Xbox, the first Xbox and PS2, I think, right? Those were the two. Or was it N64. Well, I think that might have been all three of them, right? I think that was Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony, right? Those were the three, or do I have that kind of generationally like mixed up? Hey, dude, I appreciate what you were saying on Instagram. Yeah, it was just too many hands in the pot, dude. I think I'm not gonna do that. You know, I think what sucks is like, you said I just had to play before my brother got out of school and wouldn't be allowed. What? No way. Oh, was it his? That's why. Maybe an older brother.
I'm reading a lifeboat beacon over the next hill. We should check to see if there are any survivors.
Dude, that's BS. How old's your brother? Or how much older than you is he, I should say? I'm the oldest of three. And I'm older than my sister by 2. And my brother by 6 years. He was the type of guy to let me play Madden with him, but never plug in my Aww. He's 6 years older than you are. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm 6 years older than my brother, too. I would have let you play, bro.
Don't worry, Sergeant. We'll stay here until evac arrives.
Over here!
Are you saying that he was the kind of guy to let you play Madden but never plug in your controller because he was cool and wanted you to feel a part of it, or to like trick you or something? I'm like reading that, because I could see that as actually very sweet, as a very like cool thing to help you feel a part of it, but you're like, you know, super young. Then there's like you letting you play but not plugging in your controller, and then when you're like, why is it not working? And he's like, no, it's just you're just not good. Probably both. Didn't want me to mess with this game because I was young, but also wanted me to feel included. There you go.
Look sharp! Covenant dropship on approach! I could use some help over here! There's another one. Back me up!
It feels weird to not be able to aim this gun. I never caught on anyway, so it was a win-win. Oh, to what, Madden? Madden was like too weird. Madden was kind of difficult for like a kid, you know? It was like all the different like formations and stuff, and you had to like go with the right, you know, thing or something. Or you're video gaming, you're just in general video gaming.
Uh-oh! Another bandit dropping in behind us! They're trying to flank us!
Where are those fuckers? There we go.
Cover catch!
I just really never really realized my controller was unplugged. Totally thought I was playing the whole time. That's funny. Yeah, Madden would be tough, dude. So then, is that what you started on? Your first video game was like that you were doing like EA. Your EA Sports. It's in the game. I give that like a 7 out of 10, dude. No, mine was Zelda on the Game Boy and moved to the PS2 after that. Whoa, Zelda on the Game Boy, dude. I never did that. I was talking about that with my sister last night, actually. Never played it on the Game Boy, so that was Link's Awakening then. Did you do, is that what you played? I imagine they had a couple on the Game Boy, actually, but was that Link's Awakening? That's so badass. You know what? That's what was cool.
Roger, Fire Team Charlie. Good to hear from you.
See,
Bowhammer, we need transportation to the command shuttle.
I'm on my way.
Look, more lifeboats. They're coming in fast.
yeah, so see, these folks like drop in the shit, and then you get in the Warthog.
Right on top of them.
Bowhammer, we need you to disengage your Warthog. The Master Chief and I are going to see if we can save some soldiers.
That's what was cool about the new Link's Awakening that came out, man. Did you play? Have you seen that? Have you seen the new Link's Awakening?
Saddle up and give 'em hell.
It's a fucking beautiful game.
Evac survivors and transport them to safety.
That's affirmative. Echo 419 staying on station. Bowhammer out.
The Master Chief and I need some backup. Can you spare a few men?
This cave is not a natural formation. Someone built it, so it must lead somewhere.
Dude, are you serious?
I've hacked into the Covenant battle network.
Zach, I just found it first try.
On unencrypted channels. You should show them who they're dealing with.
Dude,
Master Chief, I'm going to use your suit's transcom system to monitor their chatter.
oh my, wait. Did I just find this? I did. What? Oh wow, dude. Okay. So, you haven't played Zelda since Twilight Princess? Let's go, bro. You haven't played Zelda since Twilight Princess, which I'm super jealous, by the way. I'm jealous that you got to play that on the Game Boy. Jealous that you played Twilight Princess. Really excited to try Twilight Princess on that emulator, on that N64 emulator. I know that it's not on the N64, but the cool thing is that website that got actually it might be on a different emulator that I might need to download, but they've got all these different emulators. They have one for Game Boy, they have one for PS1, they have one for everything. Dreamcast, Super Nintendo, dude. Street Fighter? Yeah, dude. Yes, please. But they also have the Wii. And I was like, fuck yeah, man. Twilight Princess, dude. Yeah, dude. Talk to me about that. So, like, my sister really likes it too, or liked it a lot. Where, apparently there's, like, the evil is a different realm. It's the Shadow Realm, I think she was saying. And, you change into the wolf to, kind of commute between the two realms between like the normal realm and the shadow realm or something. And you're the wolf when you do that.
To preserve our record of the events that led to this point. But without that record, would future civilizations know anything about us? Or only of our weapons? My fellow monitor 049
I would really recommend, depending on if you liked Link's Awakening, Link's Awakening on the Nintendo Switch. Holy shit, dude. That is a freaking awesome game. And it's not even my style, really, of Zelda. My style is, that I really, really like, is the free roaming style. That was my initial exposure to it, was, my first Zelda was Ocarina of Time. And, like, Majora's Mask and stuff. And, yeah, I like it more than Majora's Mask, but it might just be nostalgia. Yeah, dude, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's cool, man. But that's, so Twilight Princess is a free form exploratory style, right, as well? Like Majora's Mask? Or Ocarina of Time? Or is it, yeah, it has to be. It has to be, from what I've seen. Super free roam. Whoa! Super free roam as well as, like, Ocarina of... Yeah, there you go. It's funny that we say the same shit. Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm gonna hit those fuckers right there, baby. Oh, damn it. Yeah, my sister really enjoyed Ocarina, or I'm sorry, Majora's Mask apparently the most, and she's played them all pretty much, but I think that might have been nostalgia talking too. And you know, I definitely appreciate, like, it's dark. But I thought Twilight Princess sounded pretty dark too. I've got a delay. I typed that before you said it. Oh, no. We're always... what I was saying is... it's funny that... I don't think you're that delayed. But what always ends up happening is... I'll be saying something and, like, you're typing it, or, you know... You're saying something and I'm, like, you know, typing it or whatever. I know that's happened on Instagram and stuff. It's all good, dude.
There must be some mechanism to cross this chasm. Look for a control panel or switch.
Dude, so what do you think the best remedy is for our airplanes, man? Do you think that it's the better way to go is clearly opening up the dialogue and, hey, everybody help me at the same time is not exactly the way to go? Since, like, no one knows what they're talking about. Also notice that not a lot of people are good teachers. Do you think that the best way to go about it is YouTube? Or are you actually fond of those training modules with enough patience? I know with enough patience I would actually, like, sit through the modules, you know? But then again, YouTube's kind of nice to, like, cut to the chase. I don't know if you were, like, partial to one in particular. Because whatever would work for you, probably would work for me the best too. I wasn't sure. I think you toss a no backseating tag in the description and ask for help when you need it. I do like that a lot. I do like that a lot. Dude, you know why I hesitate to do that? And I mean, right now, that's absolutely what I'm doing. But, you know, up until now, I hesitate because I'm like, dude, kind of like what we were talking about, actually. You know, it takes humility to be like, I need help, you know? Does anybody in here know how to help me? And they're like, yes. I'm like, okay, you can tell me what to do. And it's like, fine, you know? But, yo, like...
There's new traffic on the Covenant battle network.
Dude.
A lot more crew made
So,
it on than I had
it's
predicted.
really not just
Captain
that,
really
like,
didn't
on its
know.
own. And I know you know that. But I'm just, I'm, like, at a point where it's not even
We have a chance to
helpful
coordinate
because...
effective resistance.
everybody's got their way to do it, and they can't discern, they can't, like, separate themselves from, you know, this is how I do it versus this is what needs to be done. Or you don't really need to do it this way, you know, you could, you know, or like the next thing you need to do is this, so flip that switch, you know. And I'm like, oh, okay. It'll be like, yeah. So it was rough, dude. It's rough, and it does not help at all. It doesn't help anybody that the F-14 has a lot of little fucking this and that's going on, you know. So I think all in all, it was just kind of, I didn't know what kind of a bad situation I was getting myself into. Yeah. See, okay, so I came out of there. So I definitely do not go back in there. Okay, now I know, dude. So actually, here I am. Yeah, like people typing while you're in dogfighting. Well, and it's like shit that I don't even need to know. That, yeah, dude, yeah. Yeah. But, so I totally agree with you. I think I'm gonna do that. I think that's a great idea. I think YouTube as well, like for me personally. I mean, I didn't want to go into it with a loaded
Marines are concealed in those rocks.
perception, but yeah, I think that would probably be my answer as well. Because it's not like YouTube has no detail, or it doesn't have any understanding, like it's just button pushing. Like YouTube doesn't really do that. I think one thing I've seen a lot of YouTube that is really good at is what do you really need to know? What do you really need to know to get this thing going? And that's all I'm looking for, dude. Absolutely nothing wrong with just telling people that you're not looking for advice at the moment. It's your stream and people understand that can't push you in different... Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point, man. That's a good point. I think like I was saying, you know, like I think it's oh shit. I think it's too much of a good thing.
What the? Can't hide from me.
Oh, I'm like in its way. Yeah, I thought it was too much of a good thing, and yeah, just like not. What gets me, what I don't understand is like people like telling me to look in the Discord and stuff. I'm like, I'm fucking dogfighting right now. What do you mean? So, but anyway, yeah, I totally agree with you. I think YouTube's the way to go, and I think
Here comes more.
I think I'll just take my time. You know, Grim Reapers had like a really nice setup, or it had a nice playlist, sorry, for the F-14 that I could see. And it's the kind of thing where like I could tell though, like takeoff wasn't until like the 5th video. It's the kind of thing where it's like, dude, it's gonna take time of me just sitting here. And I feel like that's pressure I'm putting on myself to feel like I have to do something. If like people are watching the stream and you gotta go, and that's not anybody is doing except for me, you know. So I definitely have room for improvement in that regard. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this guy fucking killed. There you go. My gunner is sucking right now. Guilty of it too. A few times I could tell from the energy you're giving off. I just stopped typing. Man, yeah, you're awesome, man. I was, dude. I could feel like it's funny that you said that, because yeah, I was like, for the first time really in like the 3 months or what, 4, no, yeah, 3 months I think that I've been streaming. For the first time I was like feeling irritable, you know. And I'm like, that's not, everybody's supposed to be having a good time, you know. Including the person doing the streaming. Like, so it just didn't feel right, dude. It just didn't feel right. And I'm really glad that I, you know, that we talked about it, and that you were like, you reminded me of like, you know what, hey dude, like it's okay.
We read you, Echo 419.
You reminded me that it's like it's okay to, you know, say, you know, no or do this or that, you know. That was really cool.
Acknowledged. We're on our way.
Woohoo! But the issue is that no one can pick up a brand new airplane quickly. I think people expect too much. It's cool to go slow on your stream. People can drop back in a different way if they want to see you know how to fly well. Yeah. I appreciate that, man. I think that's right. And I need to remember that too. You know, a lot of it is like no fault except of my own. You know, like for myself, like putting that pressure there, and you know, no one's, if it's my stream, like, you know, I could take better control, I think, of it. And that was a good lesson too, I think, to walk away from that, is be like, you know, you need to wrangle that in. And I remember when I was first started instructing, that was one of the major things that you learn is when you have a student, especially competent ones that do kind of know like what's what, they can be really you know, it's one thing to have a student that like needs motivation and doesn't really know stuff, and they need you to explain it. It's another thing where the student does know, and you need to actually wrangle them in and direct them. That's one of the things that you learn to do, is actually like command a classroom and like command a situation, you know. And I think that was a humbling lesson tonight, needing to do that. You know, if it's your stream, you got to control that shit, dude. Of course people are going to want to chime in and be involved or whatever. Like, it's a very active like process, this streaming space, you know. People are not passively, I mean, sometimes they are, but like, you know, people like to engage and they like to interact and all that stuff. So
Lifeboat detected.
you can't just let it go whatever, you know, at the will of the wind. And I need to remember that. My brother streams as well, and I had a similar... Oh, shit. Has had similar problems taking control and setting boundaries is the way to go. I love it. I absolutely love it. Life lessons brought to you by streaming, you know? Not feeling guilty. Damn. Oh.
There's some Marines hiding in the hills above the structure.
Yeah, life lessons everywhere. That's the goal, dude. That's when it's cool, man. When it's like you can learn a lot, and that's true, man. You know, setting healthy boundaries, and it's your deal, man. It's your thing. So, and I think like life, you know, you can't be like walking into situations that you're actually kind of setting yourself up to be frustrated. I think that's the thing that I needed to like work on in the stream space is you know, don't you can't control like what other people do at the same time. Like you can kind of control a situation and like an environment for people to operate within certain like, you know, boundaries or whatever, like you're saying. But okay, these fuckers are still, they keep coming. Okay, as long as they keep coming, like I'm good. But you got to yeah, regulate that, and don't be walking into situations like that, or that don't allow things to get out of control that you then end up getting frustrated, you know. But holy shit, did it feel awesome to get back in the F-18. Jesus.
Affirmative, Foehammer. We're ready for dust-off. Approach when ready. We're going to look for the last lifeboat, Echo 419. Good luck.
The last... Okay, so I feel like this is where I was at.
Warning. I picked up reports that the Covenant has located and secured the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. The good news is the captain's still alive. The bad news
Hell yeah, dude. Got his ass.
the entire surviving command crew. Let's hurry and find the final lifeboat so we can link up with the rest of the survivors.
See, I think that last game like glitched out like crazy because I don't remember this crevasse right here, or whatever you call it. Because I think I'm onto something here. Yeah, like there's a guy right there. On the other side of this rock. Did he like run around? I know, yeah, these guys. What is your brother stream?
The last lifeboat is near the cliff edge.
Oh, dude, I think I just needed to go by them, and then now we just keep going around. It was a good thought, though. It was a good thought. Deep Rock Galactic, a bunch of other games. What kind of game is that? I never even heard of that. Is that like a one of these like real-time strategy games or something for it's like a space. It's obviously a space game, I guess, huh?
Maybe they took cover in that structure. Let's check it out.
Okay.
Here comes more. Found him. Way to go. What the? Eat it. Coming in faster.
I don't even know how to describe it, honestly. It's a space mining co-op game where you mine and things try to kill you. That, you know, I'm upset that that's not the title. That's a way cooler title. Space mining co-op game where you mine things and people try and kill you. Like, slap that on the box, dude. And then it's like, what's the game about? And you're like, read the title. Like, what other game can say that? Not many. Should have hired you, dude. Shit, dude. It's like a first-person shooter, but also Minecraft put together. Oh, Minecraft. Okay. So you're like, yeah, you're like creating things. Minecraft is like super heavily like mine and create. I was gonna say mine and craft, but douche.
We should search the interior of the structure before we leave.
Like that? Nice one.
Okay, so I think we're good here. Oh shit. Damn it. Try to jump over. No, dude. Okay, first of all, what are you even talking about? There are books for Halo? It's like a book series?
We should secure the area before the dropship arrives.
No way. Like,
I've called for an evac.
dude, a bunch? I mean, have you? Have you read them, or are you just aware that there are, like, a grip of them? That would be really cool. I bet they're really awesome. You know, like, I don't know really what's going on in the Halo games because I haven't played them, you know? These clouds look pretty cool, actually.
I'm on my way.
New traffic on the Covenant BattleNet. I
But
found
that would be
evidence
really,
that
like,
was
it's
being
an
held
epic
on a
enough,
Covenant cruiser. The Truth and Reconciliation
series where it's like people have, like,
disabled
lost their
before
minds
the
over this,
daughter.
like, you know, franchise and stuff. I'm sure that it's, like,
Truth and
something really
Reconciliation
dope.
touched down on a desert plateau roughly 300 kilometers upspin.
No, I totally would, though. Dude, you know what book me and my girlfriend are reading right now that's, like, really hard to read, dude, is Dracula. Like, holy
Here's our
shit,
ride. Get
dude.
aboard and let's get out of here.
Have you ever read that?
Aboard, Master Chief. Ready
By the way, Bram Stoker's Dracula was the first, I want to say the first real hardcore traumatizing, like, experience, I guess, that I ever had as a kid. Oh my god, do not fall off this fucking cliff at the end. But, yeah, it's a really difficult book to read, man. Especially coming out of The Shining. Stephen King is the fucking best ever. The Shining was so superbly written. I know, dude. My ass is like, especially with me and like my heights, dude. Heights suck. Yeah, the Shining was so superbly written and just drew me in every second. It's so crazy how Stephen King, yeah, I believe so. Yeah, it's like the Dracula, you know, Bram or
So how do we get inside?
yeah, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Or issue me a rifle, not wings. There's a
And
crack lift that various troops and supplies
right now it's kind of hard to read. It was like
Once we get inside the ship, I should be able to lock on to the tracking signal.
it's a series of like letters and journal entries,
Hit 'em, Marines. Go, go, go. Troy, paying us by the hour.
at least right now. And it's kind of told from like a stream of consciousness, like single first person
I recommend using your sniper rifle to take out the
point of
gunmen
view.
I call for Marine
I don't know, like the language, you know.
Get ready to move in to support us, Sergeant. The Master Chief is going to covertly take out as many of the Covenant as he can. Don't open fire until you hear the enemy return fire on us. That should let us keep the element of surprise.
You know what? Remind me because here's what I know. I only know what I've learned from Drunk History. So they have like a Drunk History about this where it's like Vlad the Impaler. All I remember is just like, yeah, right? I mean, well, any guy that's your alias or like that's your known name, probably not a guy that you want to like have beers with. But something where like there was a battle, some battle where like I forget if it was his own guys or if it was like the enemies that they killed or whatever, and they like beheaded everybody and like put their heads on sticks, and like that's where it was like the ruthlessness of it or something like that. Or what was it, his own guys? Why do I think that it's his own people? Yeah. Oh, pause. He impaled 30,000 of his own civilians, and the Turkish army coming to fight saw it and just turned around. Dude. What? Whoa. Okay. Wow. That is... I don't even know what to say to that. But yeah, thank you for like jogging my memory, because like I remember reading or hearing about that in yeah, Drunk History. Like, WTF, dude. The guy also drank blood where the vampire thing came from. Yeah, I wonder, like, how is it that he was the basis then? I mean, he drank the blood, right? Like, we'd see that, but like Dracula, you know? Because here's the thing. One of the aspects, I'm fairly early into this story. One of the aspects is, so I guess apparently there's like, it starts with this lawyer. And the lawyer, for some reason, I'm not really sure. I have to kind of go in back and like read it, but it's like difficult kind of. This lawyer has to like go and talk to like Count Dracula about something and some case, and like people in like the town below are like warning him like, don't go, you know, like don't go, and he's like, I have to. And Dracula is like eerily, you know, inviting, invites him in, and they're hinting at like Stockholm syndrome type stuff, or not Stockholm syndrome, cabin fever type stuff that actually ironically we read recently in The Shining, like how people start losing their minds like because they can't leave somewhere. So this lawyer is like prohibited from leaving the castle, and he's kind of like losing his mind about it. So I'm like, where did that come? Like, how does Vlad the Impaler have anything to do with that? Like, that seems to be like a very like a crucial like aspect of this story. So I'm like, what? Like, how does Vlad the Impaler have anything to do with that, you know? Or, I don't know. It's got to be loosely based or something. Mostly vaguely inspired by, unless there's some Vlad story which is similar. Yeah, I mean, and like I said, I'm like very new, or, you know, early, like in on it, I think. Because it's a big book. Like, it's like the same length as The Shining. I'm audiobooking it. It's like 15 hours for The Shining. Same thing with Dracula. So I mean, and I remember The Shining. It had you know, it had some ramp up, dude. It had some ramp up and some depth to it for sure. So I'm wondering if there's more to this Dracula story that, I mean, obviously there's more to it, but I'm just saying, like, that's more in line with the ruthlessness and just like, you know, just unconscionable like ruthlessness that, you know, is just monstrous, you know. Maybe associated with Dracula then, or something, or I'm sorry, with Vlad the Impaler then. But Jesus Christ, dude. Dude, did you watch that Drunk History, actually? Did you watch the Drunk History? I'm sorry, not with about Dracula, but about Frankenstein. Have you ever seen that one? Did you ever watch Drunk History? Oh, you know what actually it might be is maybe the concept of like change. Because you know like how there's the concept of I guess like Dracula's changing form or something. You know, at will or something. Maybe there's like some aspect of Vlad the Impaler that you know, he had like two crazy like different sides to him or something like that. But no, that's like one of my favorite ones of Drunk History, is the story of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. And do you know? So you've seen a bunch of them. Do you know who Rich Fulcher is? He does. Oh wait, what the fuck? Wait, how am I like cloaked right now?
We're directly under the ship now.
Alright, are we bad or what? If we're gonna board that thing, we need a plan.
The Covenant use a gravity lift to move troops and supplies between the ship and the surface. We need to ambush them at the grav lift's loading zone and use the lift to enter the ship.
Active camo, but like... So yeah, Rich Fulcher, he's like one of my favorite ones, dude. And, oh, D-pad. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Got the flashlight there, but that's like the opposite. So he's doing the story. And, apparently Mary Shelley met her, she was like on her way to a friend's house who was like an aristocrat or something like that. And, where she met her husband, who she, you know, when she married, she became Mary Shelley. I forget Mary, something. I forget her last name. But he has like the hardest time pronouncing it because he's drunk as shit. It's funny as fuck, the beginning of this episode. So it's a dinner party where like they all like take different drugs and they're getting all fucked up, and like they end up having a it was like Halloween or something, and like they end up they have a scary story contest. And one of them is the way the story goes is like the one guy told one that was like kind of lame because he was like a poet. So he told one that was all like, ooh, you know, kind of way. And then Mary Shelley told hers, and Frankenstein is the one that she actually came up with. That everybody was like, what the fucking fuck? And was like super blown away. And then another guy chimed in with a scary one, but in that night was like what she came up. Oh, you know what it was they were telling their stories and she couldn't really come up with one. Or she kind of could or whatever, and she was like, you know what, like I'm gonna sleep on it and then I'm gonna come back to you guys like tomorrow. And she came back to them the next night with like a shit kicker, and that was, I guess she had like a nightmare that night from all of the can I like shoot this shit down? And that story that she came up with from her nightmare ended up being fucking Frankenstein. And how trippy must that have been, you know, to have been her friend and have somebody tell that like off the cuff, like by, you know, word of mouth.
Covering fire! You like that?
But yeah, I guess so that was Frankenstein, and then like to know that another guy that told the story ended up being the one for Dracula. Like, what the fuck? These classics, these timeless classics, horror classics that ended up being, you know, staples of in all different kinds of media, in cinematic like monsters, and in literature, and read in schools, and studied, you know, for their literary like supremacy, you know, literary devices and allusions to certain things that were of the times and stuff, and heavily studied, you know. These things were like you know, word of mouth on like a night of total debauchery. Did you ever read Catcher in the Rye? You know what? I think I did in high school, and I don't remember a thing about it. I was like such a horrible student, dude. Oh shit. But Catcher in the Rye. Yeah, that does sound familiar. But I know that was a standard one in high school. One of the only books I genuinely enjoyed. What'd you enjoy about it? I mean, you don't have to like get it. I know it's like a ton to type and stuff, and to ask you to like type that, but like, so not like what was it about? Because I actually don't know what it was. I forget what it was about. But what was it that you liked? Was it like a certain style of writing, or you know, it was like fun and like kind of easy to understand or something, or were there certain literary devices in there that you enjoyed, like maybe their use of metaphor or something? Just so well written, story is well paced. Dude, good pace is really nice too, for sure. Themes are very good, just really enjoyed everything about it. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, something like it is what it is, but I do wish that I was a better student in high school. Yeah, Lord of the Flies, I remember hearing was a really good one. That's another one that I don't remember. Actually, I don't think I read that one, but crazy concept. I do wish that I was like better in high school, because going back to these books like as an adult, like I went back to the Odyssey, you know, as an adult, or I went back to 1984 as an adult. I look back on, I read the Iliad as well, actually. Not all of it, but a lot of the Iliad. It's another one, dude, that we read in high school that I my girlfriend and I recently read The Crucible for Scary October, you know. A couple books I have in my wish list are like Animal Farm. You know, these things that like we definitely read in high school, but we're like, I hated school so much. I'm like, ugh, another book. And also reading really, like, I was really insecure about it. It really reminded me like how I wasn't a good reader, and like I really struggled with reading comprehension, and so reading was like, ugh, douche, lame. But it was really like I was you know, really like insecure about it. But after studying reading and like creative writing and stuff was some of what I studied in college. Yeah, I just like learned to read basically, and like I learned to really like appreciate literature and like you know, think while I read and see kind of connections and stuff. It's just like a different experience. So it's really cool. Brave New World isn't very good in my opinion either. You didn't like Brave New World? I was a terrible student too. I just would look up at summaries online. Exactly. Thank Christ for those, dude. I'm not religious, but I mean, God fucking thank you. Brave New World. See, that's one that I assume that I should read. I haven't read it yet, but it's in my wish list. So I'm curious. You know, you weren't you're particularly breathtaking. Brave New World. Brave New World, what but yet it's such a like a token book. So you didn't like you weren't super fond of it. Is it just really predictable? Is that why? Maybe it was because during the maybe it's because it was during the dystopian future phase of the early 2010s. Same thing with Divergent and The Giver. Right. Everything I just felt the same. It's kind of like we get it, you know. I see. Yeah, it's like
Wait.
things aren't what they seem, and this guy is actually bad.
To open it somewhere in this room.
Did you do Hunger Games? Speaking of Divergent, kind of reminds me of that. I thought Hunger Games was pretty crazy. So I need a new gun, man. Like, all those movies came out at the same time. There were Hunger Games, Divergent, The Giver, Maze Runner was another one. You're right. All those were basically the same story. That's right. Of just like this other, there's another world on the outside, and you're, you know, you think that, that you know, but actually, there's more going on than you think. Yeah, that's true. They did all pretty much come out at the same time. Do you ever think about how insane reading is actually? When you think about it, you're looking at a piece of tree and ink wildly hallucinating for hours. Dude, it's kind of crazy, like, to me, reading and, like, language is kind of crazy. Like, and definitely in that regard, like, you're talking about, reading as a, process, and the interpretation like of what you read, and that you're just kind of tripping for like some time, which is really crazy actually if you think about it. But I think what I think of with reading is oh, am I supposed to like shoot that shit or like I think it's crazy to have such an intricate system of rules that we all agree on, that where we could, like, one set of things can be said and enough rules can be understood, accepted, and followed to the point where somehow, despite that, maybe due to like personal differences in experiences, completely different visions of what is being read. To me, that's fucking nuts, dude. Like, so, and we don't even have like that complicated of like language. I know like English kind of sucks compared to like other languages, you know, super confusing and contradictory. But yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's like weird that you can all those different like letters like in different in particular order for a long time conveys a whole like universe or set of, you know, rules. And I think like writing is kind of crazy too, because writers, you know, oh, low battery. Okay. Writers are like, that's cool. Like, you have your rules in your world. Well, that's interesting because this world is mine. And actually, the way that I say it is this happens. And you're like, whoa, okay. I guess I have to accept that. There's a lot of acceptance that, you know, things are this way instead. Are you a big YouTube watcher? Not really. Not really. There's a lot of stuff. You're talking about rabbit holing down YouTube? I don't really rabbit hole that hardcore. You rabbit hole, dude? My girlfriend was talking last night about the Beatles, and apparently there's like a conspiracy theory that Paul McCartney is actually not really who he says he is, and that Paul McCartney actually died, and or something like that. And it made me, what you're saying makes me think of that. Like, you know, my mom's like, what? And I haven't even heard of that. And not that my girlfriend believes in that, but I mean, but she's like, you know, honestly, if you watch enough of it, it's kind of weird, like some of the things that people put together, and it kind of makes sense or something. And I was like, man, that's true, dude. I guess if you rabbit hole long enough, some shit starts making sense to you, and it's like, whoa, you know, kind of makes you think, bro. No, there's this channel that's big on philosophy and writing, and it's one of the most interesting things I've ever listened to in any platform. Oh, really? What's the channel called? That'd be really interesting. So, like, they must be talking about writing as, they're talking about writing as like as an architecture, or like a structure, kind of more rules based, or, you know, is it more like
Wait a moment. I'm going to access the Covenant BattleNet and locate an override code.
tripping on like that the whole idea of like symbols and what is it, symbols and like the receiver and the symbol and the association or something. Or drop you a link on Insta. I think you'd enjoy it. Yeah, dude, that'd be cool to like watch and talk about. It's always really interesting to kind of listen to deeper ideas about things that we kind of take for granted, I think. Like reading, we take for granted that certain things just, you know, are a certain way, but it's cool to think a little more deeply about what we're doing and kind of appreciate it. Oh, dude, cool. Yeah, I got it just now.
Got it. The door is open. Everyone should move through now. I can't guarantee that it won't lock again when it closes.
That's awesome. Do they only talk about language, or is it philosophical, like, inquiries, observational things in general in our society? Dude, you know what you probably would have been really good at, or it's not too late to be good at it, but would be debate. Did you ever do debate in high school?
Hey, I've been saving a little present for you.
All different philosophical topics, as well as some of his own writings, which are amazing. Dude, sick. I'll have to check those out, man. It's cool to listen to those kinds of things and just get like fresh ideas. You know, I mean, you can like form your own ideas, but it's cool like to listen to others and like kind of branch off or something, or even disagree on certain things. Yeah, that's rad, dude. I appreciate the referral.
Hold your fire. Yeah, got him. Yeah, man. I can't see. Relax, man. Get you around, I start first. That'll teach him. Ow, man. Don't let him get away. I had that one. Did anybody see me? I kicked ass. Whoa. I'm on fire. I know you're there. Let me get that for you. What the? Oh, that got him. How you doing, amigo? Nice shot.
So far, so good, dude. We're on a good path.
Covering fire! Fire in the hole! Stop with me! Come get some! My fault. Take it over! Sorry. Come back to class so I can school you again!
Oh my god. Kind of a douchey thing to say.
Make them count! Keep it up! Looks dead to me.
Damn, we're up on this alien ship right now, dude.
We must be in the brig. These look like holding cells. There are probably multiple detention stations. The captain must be in one of them. We need to keep looking for him.
Was that him? No? Probably be a more recognizable dude if it was. No? Okay. Yeah, so must not be here. Damn, dude. I'm like doing shitty on oh, there he is right there. Doing shitty on health, man.
Mira, a Mark 5. Coming here was reckless. You two know better than this. Thanks. Marines, lock and load your weapons. Let's be ready to move. Yes, sir. While the Covenant had us locked
This
up,
game is like pretty crazy, dude, to think that this was in like what, 2000 and
they call it.
was this 2005?
Moment, sir. Accessing the Covenant BattleNet.
When was this? When did this game come out, dude?
According to the data in their networks, the ring has some kind of deep.
I mean, I know the textures and everything have been remastered, but I'm just saying storyline wise,
They believe that Halo.
they really did. 2001? Wow. They did a great job on like all the textures and stuff. Look at all the like the wear on the Master Chief's armor and stuff. Like all of this shit, like his clothes and everything. It's wild, dude. And I love that you can switch it back and forth.
Messages about a Covenant search team scouting for a control
You can switch back and forth between the original view and the
battle above the ring. But they must be looking for Halo's.
the remaster.
That's bad news. If Halo is a weapon, and the Covenant gain control of it, they'll use it against us and wipe out the entire human race.
His last name is Keys. His first name is
I
Alicia.
have a new
He's
mission.
really good at piano.
We need to beat the Covenant to Halo's control room. Marines, let's move.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Chief, you have the point.
We should head back to the shuttle bay and call for evac.
It's shut up and get behind me, sir, because some people want it all, but some don't want nothing at all. And it don't mean nothing if I ain't got you, babe. I ain't got you. Yeah, yeah.
Come on! They won't mess with us
And it's like, sir, we have no time for this singing right now. And where did you get that piano? That he's like, oh, this? He like pulls the electric little mini keyboard from under his sleeve like Ron Burgundy and the flute. He's like, oh, I'm not even prepared. I'm not even, what am I even supposed to do? I couldn't possibly. I'm thinking too hard about this. Trying to pick these guns up, dude. Oh my god, I have it already. God damn it. I thought I was holding the other gun. Pretty awesome looking gun, man. Yeah, dude, exactly. Is this guy like... Wow, okay.
Cortana to Echo 419. We have the captain and
Yeah, it really did, man. It's pretty awesome.
Negative, Cortana. I've been engaged by Covenant air patrols, and I'm having
But see, I love that, look at this. Like, you could just switch it back and forth. Like, that is crazy looking. Just looking at the gun. Like, but look at just everything.
Oh man, we're trapped in here.
Like, that, the complexity. Even this, though, is really cool looking.
Soldier, remember, you're a leatherneck. Cortana, if you and the chief can get us into one of those Covenant dropships, I can fly us out of here.
Yes, Captain. There's a Covenant dropship still docked.
He looks like he's, like, creeping on me. Look at his eyes. What are you thinking about, sir? He's probably thinking about how some just want diamond rings, some just want everything, or some shit like that. I don't know the lyrics, but I called invisibly active camo forever because I thought that was the normal name for it. And that's funny. Dude, I gotta go to bed soon, man. It's late. It's late for me. That means it's late for you. I'm hanging on to that little sliver of life, though. You see that?
No.
Get your round, I start first.
You know, the really mind-blowing thing about this game is the music. I didn't realize that even the... I remember Halo 3 being like pretty like, whoa, you know, like the music really taking me back, you know, like whoa. But Halo, this game is like pretty decent score to it. Ever since we flew together, oh, that night that we flew together, yeah. Oh, dude, that was brutal. That was brutal. I think that's what fucked me up too, man. Cause like I'm tired, but I'm not exhausted right now. I'm kind of a night owl anyway, personally. So I mean, I think that was part of the problem. Is my body's like, yeah, keep going, dude. I think I even made coffee that night. And it just was so awesome. So I think all those things combined to a fucked up but awesome situation. But yeah, it really did. It threw my my shit off for sure.
That's it. The dropship is loose.
Everybody, mount up. Let's get on board.
You're up pretty pretty late somewhat often though, dude. Like in terms of streaming, like are you a night owl? Are you a night owl? Jesus Christ, are you a night
No
owl?
need. I'll take this bird out myself.
Captain, hunters!
Hang on.
Hang on. My name's Alicia Keys.
Nice one, sir. Time for a little payback.
Yeah, I'm up late too, man, sometimes, yeah. I prefer it though. I don't know, there's something really cool about the early morning. Like right now. Like I like that I'm awake and like fucking everyone's asleep. And I can just kind of do my thing, dude. It's cool.
The Covenant believe that what they call the silent cartographer is somewhere under this island. The cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center. The island has multiple structures and installations. One of them contains the map room.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to cut out swinging. Touchdown. Hit it, Marines. Go, go, go.
That was me, my bad.
Area secure. All hostiles have been eliminated. Affirmative. Echo 419 inbound.
Cool to do the aerodynamics of pelicans. Dude, I would love to do there. Dude, I would fucking love to do the aerodynamics of pelicans, dude. We should totally do that. You know what we should do is should do an actual PowerPoint on that, you know? And we get some oh my god, we could totally do that, dude. We could go crazy with it actually. We could actually like, you know, look at, you know, side views and like top views and like get some average wingspans and like you know, lift to thrust ratio. We look at like kind of angle of attack of like their wings and stuff. We look at the angle of incidence of their of the wing to like the body, but then we look at the big ass fucking like the goal of their big old mouth and like how you got like a forward CG and how that forward CG affects their stall speed and shit. And how like a fucking mouth full of fish would affect their stall speed as that CG moves forward. And then what else? What else? I'd be looking at their I'd be trying to like look at it meant the Halo planes. I didn't realize they were fucking called pelicans, yo. Fucking hell. Yo. I was just trying to be cool about it, dude. Oh man, I didn't have the heart to tell you because you're like my buddy, dude. That's a fucking retarded idea. Dude. I was just making that shit work, dude. But yeah, bro, damn. The fucking, yeah, those would be cool too. Dude. Oh, I'm laughing so hard, dude. I didn't even want to be like, why? Why? Are you at the beach and you just saw a pelican? Why? Oh, man. That's funny, bro. That's super funny. Well, the thing is, man, about these ships, they're kind of like Harriers, you know? And in a lot of ways, the Harrier and you know, vertical takeoff and landing ships, they're like little rocket ships, you know? They're kind of like more rockets more than airplanes. There's certainly more rockets than helicopters, you know? So, that'd be cool, man. That's funny. They call them, they're pelicans, by the fucking way? They're called pelicans? How you did Revenge of the Lift, just popular planes type things in media. Whoa. Dude, now that's an idea. Oh, wow. That's a really good idea. That's a really cool idea. Yeah, different planes in pop culture or something. I'm just trying to think, what else could we do?
Covenant are putting up a real fight. The cartographer must
Don't be afraid to tell me my ideas suck. You want her, well, you know what it is. Let me tell you, dude, because I do feel comfortable to like tell you that it's not that. But thank you, by the way. But that's very cool of you. It's not that. It's definitely not that. What it is I make effort to have my default whenever, like, and I'm totally being sarcastic when I'm saying, you know, that it was like retarded. I'm just, it was, you know, for comedic, like, you know, contrast. I really like put effort into the default being like, you know what? No, we shouldn't. There's a way to make this into a good idea, and don't, you know, issue judgment on something. And let's try and find the good in, like, you know, in ideas, because you know, just because it's not your idea, or just because it's not, you know, something that you would have thought of, doesn't invalidate it. And I like to have those thoughts of like, what, that's retarded, which it wasn't really, but I like to have those thoughts trigger me into being like, okay, like, let's explore it, you know, and let's see if like what kind of cool we could, almost like a challenge, you know, what cool can we make out of that. You ran with that. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm fucking getting at, is like, I'm like, you know what? No, like, I think that would be cool, because then I'm thinking of other birds. I'm thinking of other birds that we could do that are like that, you know? You got the condor with the crazy wingspan, and you got like the eagle with like broad leading edge and like not as big of a wingspan, but like crazy thrust and stuff. And, you know, frankly, I was intrigued by the Pelican because that's like one of a kind where you know, with the mouth like that and like the shifting CG. So yeah, that's funny, man. That is funny as hell, though, I have to say. What is the top airspeed of an unladen swallow? See, is this like, are you fucking with me again, dude? Is the unladen swallow like a different type of ship in the fucking Halo, dude? And I'm gonna go over here and you're gonna have me Google unladen swallow and pull up a bird and I'm gonna go all on it and you're like, no, it's 450 knots. And I'm like, well, it says right here they have a top speed of 60 miles an hour. And you're like, which unladen swallow is it? Is it the one from Halo? I bet it isn't. I'm like, God damn it. I knew it. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, is that what that's from? I have seen it, and I do love Holy Grail, but not like how some people love Holy Grail. I mean, I've seen it a few times, but there are people that watch it like once a week. You know what I'm saying? Super duper nerds. Holy Grail is funny as fuck, though, dude. In fact, I made a reference. When did I make that reference? What were we flying? We were flying... Oh, you know what? It was the other night when you and I were actually in the formation flying, where you took my wing off, and I looked at it on the outside, and I said, "'Tis but a flesh wound." Yeah, they're talking about how they got the coconuts, F-18, when you blew the wing off. When I blew the wing off? Or did someone run into me? I like how you put that on me. That's funny. Yeah, dude, remember when you, like, ripped your own wing off? Man, that was so fucked up, dude. Why'd you do that? Yeah, dude, I remember the coconuts, man. The coconuts, and it's like... They, what's the top speed? They were, it's like, it was like an absurd conversation about the weight or something, and the guy's like, somehow they're able to lift heavier than they weigh or something, and they're like, what the fuck? No, it's like, or what? How does it go? Something about, and then they start carrying the coconuts, you know, because they have to carry the coconuts or something, but that makes them really heavy, but they're still able to fly or something, and the guy's like, what? That makes no sense or something, and I don't know, something to do with that, but it's just a fucking pointless back and forth that I absolutely love about that shit. Do you ever watch Flying Circus? Netflix has all the Flying Circus on it. They were trying to figure out how they could migrate from areas with coconuts because they couldn't lift that much. Yeah, something like that. That's right, that's right. Yeah, Flying Circus is also really, really funny. Oh, I haven't watched Life of Brian, actually. Are you religious? Are you religious at all? I'm like completely secular, so I mean that Life of Brian would be super funny. Depends on the day. Ah, word. There you go. Yeah, Life of Brian. I think it's about this guy. It's about the guy that, like, gets mistaken for Jesus, right? But he's not. Is that his, I'm assuming that's his name. That's fucking Brian or something? But he's like born on, is he like born on the same day and like same kind of circumstances or something like that? But, and so he's like got the weight of the fucking Lord or whatever, like on his shoulders or something.
This isn't the map room. Analyzing. This is a security override station for the main facility, located somewhere else on this island. Shut the system down so the Covenant won't be able to lock us out.
But just one bit from the movie, just generally about Jesus times and just the dude living back then too.
We should now have access to the main facility.
Damn, what the hell? Look at this
Find
shit.
the map
The
room.
fuck? Yeah, Monty Python is pretty funny, and it's just it's shit like it's really interesting to watch too. I think you would think it's interesting to watch because you thought it was funnier than Holy Grail. Oh my god, dude, that's pretty cool. I have to watch that then. I know it's on Netflix, but Monty Python The Flying Circus is really interesting as a show, as like an experience that involves a significant amount of letting go of the way that things are supposed to flow and connect, like skit wise, or I don't even know, I guess they're skits, but yeah, you really got to let go. And it's kind of interesting to watch it. SNL, yes, but more so like, see, SNL is not off, it can be, but it's not really off the rails. SNL is not that off the rails. It's more like, and the cool thing about Monty Python is I believe SNL is a part of the genealogy, like, of Monty Python. You know, that Monty Python is an ancestor. But you have shows like Eric Andre or Tim and Eric or Between Two Ferns that aren't, you know, that they can vary pretty widely in their energy, but, or like Wonder Chosen, you know. Wonder Chosen though isn't really oh yeah, I guess it's skit-ish. It's not really skit-ish, but these quick non sequitur like segments that either barely or have anything to do with each other or don't. But it's interesting to watch Monty Python as a common ancestor to these other shows that evolved out of this concept of rule breaking and abruptness and abrasive humor. I think one of the only flying circus skits I've seen, the funniest joke in the world, is that part of one. Yes, that actually is. Why is that familiar? I want to say the funniest joke in the world. I forget what the crux of that one is. Yeah, that is vaguely familiar. Nice. It's a good pull that you did there. For me, you know, like, you have some of like the funniest ones, dude, are like well, for me, my favorite skit is the sketchy, I don't know what you call him, but the sketchy pet shop owner. It was like a joke that they used against the Germans that would kill people. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. And it's like the English guys or something, or I forget how they, yeah. Yeah, if you look at like you know, I don't know what you would call it, but yeah, sketchy pet shop owner guy is like, you know, John Cleese like comes to like bring a dead parrot back, that he like bought this parrot and parrot fucking died. So he's like, give me my money back. Like, this parrot is no more. You know, this parrot has like ceased to be, you know. Pet shop owner's like, no, he's sleeping, you know. He's like, he's not fucking sleeping. The guy's deader than shit, dude. Like, look at this guy. He's slamming the parrot on the counter. And he's like, no, he's just resting, you know. And he's like, yeah, that's what they do. They rest, you know, in their blue, lovely plumage. He keeps saying that, lovely plumage. And it's just pissing him off, you know. Shit, where do I go? And then it's kind of like they sort of like this Twilight Zone aspect of it, where he's like, fine, where do I get my money? Like, how can I get my money back? And he's like, oh, you can get your money back. My brother has a store down at the other side of town. Like, you know, if you go there, like, you can get your money back or something like that. I forget, but he ends up going like across town. He goes into this shop. Looks like the exact same shop, but it's in a different part of the town. Same owner is there, but with like a mustache. And he's like trying to talk in a different accent. You know, how can I help you? And it turns out that he's like exactly in the same spot or something like that. It's just like fucking nonsense. Or another one is guy like walks into a office building where you can pay for different services, but they're like the services that you would never, what the fuck, like you would never buy these. Like, he's there for an argument. He's like paying for this for an argument, and he walks in. First of all, he's like found the wrong room like numerous times, you know, where he's like he accidentally goes into the room where you can pay to get yelled at, or you can pay to get like slammed over the head with like a mallet or whatever you know, and he accidentally walks into those rooms. Anyway, he finds the room where he pays for the argument. The guy's like sitting, like laying there or sitting in his chair, feet up, and he's like, I'm not gonna argue with you unless you pay me like, you know, $5 or whatever. Pays him $5, and he goes, thank you. And he goes, well, aren't you gonna argue with me? And he goes, well, not unless you pay. He's like, I did pay. And he's like, no, you didn't. And he's like, yes, I did. He's like, no, you didn't. He's like, yes, I did. I gave you $5 just now. No, you didn't. And so they're fucking arguing, you know. But it's not. He's there for like an argument, like argumentation. And yeah, it's just funny. How do we get down there, dude? I love shows like that, though, that make no sense, or that are really challenging to watch. That, you know, oh shit. Challenging convention. It's really cool. This game looks great even for back then. Look at this, man. I mean, like the backdrops and... Well, they even made the planets look really cool. They made it like humongo. Wow, they even had like the lens flare back then. That's great. This thing looks crazy. With a rock. Pretty good. It's awesome, actually. Kind of prefer the old sky. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Yeah, it's more twilighty, you know? Dude, I think, did I just backtrack like all the way? Because it says silent cartographer. What even is a cartographer? Search for the map room that will lead you to the secrets of Halo. Find the silent cartographer. I mean, we're still finding bad guys. I just kind of go along where the bad guys are. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Yeah. Dude, I saw the funniest thing on Instagram where these two guys, they paired up. They must have been buddies because they, or maybe brothers. They paired up as those two, those island boys. You know, the fucking, God, shut up. You know, have you seen that? Have you seen that video that's like gone around? That unfortunately these guys... Oh, you're supposed to still have the Warthog? Shit. Yeah, because I'm just like... Kodiak cred? Kodiak cred? Two guys dressed up as them. And it was amazing. Like, the way that they did their hair and stuff was fucking so funny. These guys go down pretty easily. Who even are those guys, by the way? Do you listen to Crystalia? I feel like I've asked you that before, but I forget what you were. Crystalia did his podcast recently. I guess he was dressed up as Rick from Rick and Morty. And he was like, I've heard some of his stuff, not a lot. I think he's really funny, personally. You're either gonna like really like him or not really like him, maybe, I guess. But yeah, I thought I think he's fucking hilarious. I think it's really funny. I like the way he does his podcast, especially after he started going to therapy and kind of realizing more. He's a little more humble and a little more open, or like criticizes himself a little more than others, which is nice. anyway, he made a comment about them. He's like watching that video of them in the pool. Island boy. And he's like, dude, watch their dad is, you know, the second most, you know, successful orthodontist in all of Florida or something, and the mom is a high-profile lawyer. So true. Yeah, you've enjoyed the stuff you've heard. Yeah. He has a type of edge of he's kind of like fed up with it, so to speak, like whatever he's talking about. And he's fed up with it in a way, like whatever he's talking about, in a way where, you know, things could be so much better and more simple if you just did this instead or something like that. He kind of has that air about him. I don't know how to really explain it. He really, I think he does a really good job of like pointing out the absurdity of like some things. And just like, I don't know. I like the way he makes fun of stuff. It's funny. It's a great video of him realizing that things on Snapchat don't actually disappear, and you can see the terror in his eyes live on the podcast. Ah, that's funny. That's funny. Did he... Obviously, he had something that he wishes would go away or something. That does sound really great, though. You just watch it, like, come over his, like, just come over him. He did a pretty bang-up job on the Rick costume.
Full hammer to ground teams. You've got 2 enemy dropships coming in fast.
Damn it. Okay, people, we got company coming. Let's set the table. Engage enemy forces on site.
It'll be easier to hold them off from inside the structure. Can you get inside?
Negative. They're closing in too fast. Negative. Chief, you gotta find the cartographer. We'll keep him busy as long as we can.
I don't know what a cartographer is, dude. That should have been a part of the briefing.
Let's find that map.
The stand-up comedian I've seen the most of is Bo Burnham. Ever watched any? Yes. So I actually like him, and you know, I could see you know, criticisms or like being like, okay, I don't really like him because, you know, people have done music. They could say that like music might be like a little too like gimmicky, but I like it. I like the way that he does it. Oh, cartographers are map makers. No shit. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know what that... I didn't know what that was. Yeah, I actually like him. I think he's funny. I kind of like his speed, if you know what I mean. Although deadpan style delivery like is some of my favorite stuff. Like, so I do like slow and like thoughtful. But yeah, his Bo Burnham speeds, or what's his name? Bo. Yeah, Burnham. I do enjoy his pace.
That structure appears to be some sort of temple or shrine, if I've interpreted this correctly.
But I do like the way that like Dimitri Martin does music, where he still has this like almost, what's the word like to describe? He's kind of like he's deadpan, but he's like zombied out almost, you know.
Keep trying. Let me know when you
Talks like this,
contact,
and then
tell him that the Master Chief and
there
I
are
will
pauses
determine the
where
location of the control center.
he finishes.
There as soon as we're topside.
And like when he finishes, it's like when he like there's the punchline. It's like funny as fuck. Whereas I think Bo Burnham, he really like sticks. His delivery and pace is very much in harmony with his music. Versus, like Dimitri Martin seems to have music being almost a like a dichotomy, like a weird dichotomy of some kind, where he is. It's just background, you know. And it's a dichotomy because, like, yes, it's background, but it's like, it's almost like disorderly, like the way that he talks. He's very much non sequitur style, and not connected at all. A lot of the things, you know, that he says. And yet, you know, the music is very, like, just strung along. So, it's kind of cool. I do, when it comes to comedy, though, like, absurdist shit is super, super funny. Yeah, I'm sure it does bring it back. Like, I was listening to Halo 3 OST while I was doing some of my work, making teaching materials. I was like, wow. It's kind of cool to listen to the music, not only for the nostalgia, but for the appreciation for what it is, rather than, you know, as just a mood that you can listen to, rather than, you know, a mood that's complementary to, you know, the video game. It's also setting a mood. Yeah, I think it's cool that you played these. I have like no idea what's going on. Here we go. Is this something? No. All this Halo really makes me want to replay Reach and just start from the beginning and go through all of them. Well, that's what I'm doing, man, you know? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I would watch your stream. Like, if you wanted to stream that, I would totally watch. Just like what you're doing. It's cool. Like, for me, like, having not played any of them except for 3, I don't even think I completed 3. I'm loving it, you know? It's cool to see where it all came from. It's also not that hard. I mean, this, it's very well done, but they also, like, didn't really outdo themselves too hardcore. It's a fairly linear game. They have you, like, exploring enough. Which is great for me, because if I don't know, like, what's going on, I mean, it's nice to, like, be able to... Well, I think I need to go down further? I don't think I'm going the right way. Ooh, yes I am. If you want to start in chronological order, Reach is the first in the story. Oh, I thought... Wait a minute, what? Because I looked up what to play. Let's see, hold on. Yeah, Halo game series in order. Oh, you know what? You're talking about... Because I looked up what was released in Oh, but you're saying Reach is... came before... So in chronological order... Oh, let me see here. Halo game series. Chronological order. Yeah, all the Halo games in Halo timeline in chronological order. No, they're doing this again. Okay, so that's not... I think that they're fucking that up. According to lore. So Halo Wars... Okay, so... Reach... And then Combat Evolved. Interesting. Wow. And then Halo 2. So Reach and then Combat Evolved and then Halo 2. So ODST actually comes before Halo 3. Interesting. And then Infinite is the actual last one. Oh, see, I didn't know that. I wanted to do that. I wanted to do them like in actual lore like order. And I guess what I got was the one that I didn't even pay attention to that they started me off with the one that actually came out first, not necessarily the one that takes place first. Yeah. Reach is the first in the story. Reach was released after Halo 3, but is the prequel to Halo 1. Nothing in 1 spoils Reach, though. Dude, that's the shit. You know what? I'll be right back, though. Bathroom break. Because I'm down. I'm down to beat Halo 1 and then go to Reach then. I wanted to play them in chronological order, so that's a bummer. Dude, that's cool though, man. Yeah, dude, that would be really cool. And 2000, dude, if this is how cool they did 2001 game, I'll bet you they Reach looks dope. I'll bet you Reach looks like super cool. Yeah, this music is also really good too. I'm sure the music is like awesome throughout the series. guy like doesn't give a shit. There we go. What do you like most about Reach? Because you've said that a couple times now, and now I'm like super upset that I should be actually playing that right now. Not really super upset, but what do you like about Reach though, man? Did it sounds like maybe Reach, even though it was like 2010, just like hit that sweet spot or something. Story is the best in the series? What the fuck? No way. Dude, that sounds crazy. Best in the series. Wow. Yeah, dude, I gotta play that. How so though? You know, how so? Like something that some epic oh shit. Some epic like twist, like story twist or something, or like some question that gets answered that you had since Combat Evolved and you know, Halo. You said it came out after Halo 3, right? I believe in the chronology, or in the way that they were released, in order of release. All right. You know what? Good for you, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah. You and my girlfriend will get along, dude. She fucking does the same thing, dude. Because I'm the worst at that. I am the worst at that, dude.
Let's get moving.
Damn. Good for you, man. I appreciate that. My future self thanks you.
Cortana, these coordinates are underground.
The Covenant did a thorough seismic scan, and my analysis shows that Halo is honeycombed with deep tunnels, which circle the whole ring.
I hope your analysis is on the money, Cortana.
Do you know what would be cool if we did the aerodynamics of the
Look
Pelican?
on the bright side, Philhammer. The last thing the Covenant will expect is an aerial insertion from underground.
I actually don't know enough. I want to go back to school for aeronautical engineering, and I would love to learn more about the aerodynamics and the math behind it. Why the fuck are you talking about birds, dude? Something about them, man. It's something about the pelicans that I just really dig, dude. The and that's when I tell you, no, dude, that's the name of the ship. I'm not talking about the bird, you fucking idiot. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, dude, and then we could like tell them, you know, we could do it like if they ate the fish yet, or like if they didn't. Maybe they ate too much fish and like the CG, bro, like fucking retard, dude. God. Hilarious. Yeah, that's fucking so fucking funny. These things look like they should be able to walk. That would be cool. No, that would be cool though, man, to play that. In fact, you know, I think it's even, it might be even better that I played this first and then Reach and then go like in order, because then like all I did was just play, you know, basically watch Empire Strikes Back before New Hope maybe, and be like, oh shit, like that's why, like what the fuck is going on, you know? That's kind of how I feel. Look at this guy. Fuck. Just out for like a midnight stroll. So I think it'll be cool to like go right back in time right after I beat this and see like what the fuck this is all about. Halo's story is something you don't really get into Halo. Story is something you don't really get until Halo 2 anyway. At least I never did. So are you saying that the story is building in a way where like the heart of the story is actually in Halo 2, chronologically speaking? Like you get a vague idea in 1, but not a great grasp on it. Oh, so what you're saying, like in terms of the order of everything, like the first one came out, you didn't really get that much of the story until the game after this, and it kind of goes maybe a little bit deeper. I see. Is that what you mean? Or are you saying like, because Halo 2 doesn't come until sometime later, right? In terms of the chronology. I wasn't sure if you're saying it doesn't, the heart of the story doesn't come into play until you start, until like after Reach, after Halo 1, after, oh, I guess Halo 2, right, is after Halo 1. There's nothing after Halo 1, that's right. So that's cool, man, that's cool. Well, that'll be even better. I'll beat this, and then I'll get the backstory by playing Reach after this, and then we'll put all the pieces together in number 2 in Halo 2. That'll be badass. Reach is something that relates, but it's totally different than all the other games. Oh, what? So intriguing, dude. So intriguing. How does, as the games progress or like are released, how do they compare with maybe development of the character, like of the, and I'm not saying from like a story standpoint, I know I don't want to spoiler that, but I mean just game mechanics wise, like do they let you like build up skills or something, or like I just, that would be unfortunate if the story was like the shit, but the gameplay was kind of like felt the same the whole way through or something.
Cortana to Fire Team Zulu. I read you. Fire Team Zulu, this is Cortana. Hold position. We're on our way.
Roger that. Make it quick.
This is really cool looking. No skills or anything. Gameplay gets mixed up throughout. That's cool, man. Shit, fuck. Changes, each game is similar the whole way through. Changes come in the next game. That's cool, man.
Interesting. The weather patterns here seem natural, not artificial. I wonder if the ring's environment systems are malfunctioning. Or if the designers wanted the installation to have inclement weather.
I think that speaks to the strength of the concept, where you know it's a recipe that seems to work.
Team Zulu, this is Cortana. Hold position. We're on our way.
Roger that. Make it quick.
Damn, it does feel really good to be able to play this, with, one hand, dude. Like, man. So, every day for 6 months, I practiced, and learned how to do it. And it just feels awesome to be able to just pick it up and play as I normally would. I went a long time thinking like I never play again. It's kind of depressing. Video games is like a really great outlet. Even now, like, you know, we see how it brings people together, like in the sim space. So important, you know. It was rough, like not, you know, thinking that I couldn't return to that life again, or that at least that I don't know. Yeah. Cool little fact about Chief's armor: it weighs like 1,500 pounds, and he doesn't use his muscles to move it. It responds to brain waves and what he... Dude, just that fact alone makes me want to check out the books. Wow, that glass looked kind of crazy. Oh, wow, look at that, dude. You know? They really, like... They did the glass. That's cool. They really spent time on this remaster. They really did. I mean, I didn't play enough of it like in this way. You know, there were people that played it this way over and over and over. And then when they see this, it's like, holy shit, dude, what that facelift is crazy. But even just doing that and appreciating, like, wow, you know, like all the surfaces and all of the textures and scratches and new textures and models, you know, for like the overlaid on the same, I guess, new textures on the same model, I guess, or something. I don't know. They really took their time. All the Spartans from Chief's era were kidnapped kids and chemically altered to be... Oh, shit, fuck. They were chemically altered to be superhumans? Whoa, no way. Yeah, that reminds me of Ender's Game. Which you should totally read, by the way. Because they're kids that are... their innocence and their, like, you know, pure of mindedness, like they're exploited for and like molded for to be like military like geniuses. He's like 8 feet tall. Yeah, this guy's like a monster, dude. I've seen him like standing next to like regular humans. I was like, is he like an alien or something? But now it makes sense. He's just like totally engineered. Which makes sense. It's called Combat Evolved, so. Dude, they have to... Okay, now you're kind of hinting though, dude. You're kind of getting dangerous. So like, that's got to be one of the games then. Right? They get into that? Maybe like you go into your past. Some of that going on. We can talk about that since you already brought it up. This is all info that's referenced to but never explained in the games, just book lore. Whoa. Yeah, that would be... See, now that would be really cool to read about. That was really twisted about Ender's Game. Robbing childhood innocence for the good of humanity, apparently, you know? to fight an enemy that we don't even understand, that is really, it turns out, defending themselves against us, by the way. Kind of an interesting situation there. And that's like a whole series too. That's exactly the motivation for creating the Spartans. Oh, is that right? That's what's, I mean, that's what's batshit about Ender's Game. And then they have this propaganda that's like manufactured of this, whatever the last war, there were 2 wars apparently before this third one that Ender is recruited to be the supreme like commanding officer for. This propaganda is like fucking totally doctored, is from the second war of this, how this war hero like saved everybody very valiantly, whatever. And Ender starts looking into the history, and it's like, no, they didn't. They first of all barely won the war. Secondly, they only won because of this or that or whatever, like technical things that happened that had to be in their favor, that and they otherwise would have been totally outnumbered and like outflown, outmaneuvered, like out strategized and shit. And you know, the humans are just circle jerking about how like amazing they are, and how this third war is you know, they got this in the bag. And it's like, first of all, we don't even understand anything about, you know, nothing in these propaganda war videos is about like anything useful to know about these guys, by the way. It's all about how dope the humans are. And it's like, well, okay, but and it's just sus, you know? So it turns out that, you know, that's basically it. And like we're just trying to eradicate them. But there's like a case that's made about, you know, that it's like that it's like the best or something. It's kind of a long story, but it's total bullshit, dude. And meanwhile, these kids are being totally like having their childhood innocence like robbed of them for their they're just being like cultivated for military strategy. And they're not even honest with him. They're not even honest with him about like the nature of the war or the nature of his training. That it like, oh man, it's fucking so fucked up. You said Chief is also the last Spartan in all these games as well. So he's the last of his kind? It's kind of a mindfuck to think about. Imagine being the last of your kind. But he's not the last, but he's a genetically altered human though. So, I mean, it's not like there are humans around. It's not like he's like the last human, right? Damn it, these arrows are pointing this way, but WTF, dude. He's still a human, just jacked as fuck. Shit ton of HGH, dude. Yeah, and he definitely is. But it's crazy, like, the point that you were making about his suit. It's not that he's, like, super jacked and, like, that's why he's able to carry his suit like that. Like, it's very much a part of him. Which is a pretty cool fact. I was supposed to break this here? Woo! Reach the transition to the second chasm. All the way around it, there's a door. Let's do it. Other way. Like down this hallway, maybe? There's no door here. This way. Oh, dude, you were right. Damn, nice, dude. You're on top of it. That's crazy. That's nuts, man. Whoa. There's finally a warthog. Yeah, that's impressive. Dude, well, I can't wait to play Reach. I think that's gonna be awesome. We should play together. Makes sense. Yeah. This guy's being a little bitch about it, dude. Yeah, a game that looks this good and is like that cool of a backstory and everything, like, how could you not play it all the time as a kid? Such a cool looking character, you know, and I mean, just the places that this game takes you is like, wow, you know? I never even knew the story as a kid. I just enjoyed playing it. It was only a few years after I actually figured out what was going on. That's awesome, dude. Whoa. Shit. Whoa. Damn, you know what? I should be grabbing one of these ships, dude. Yeah, I think it really speaks to, how good the game must have been to be that age and, like, it didn't matter, you know? Because there's, like, a good, fun game is a good, fun game. You can hijack vehicles, run out to it, and press X. Oh yeah, dude. That's what's up. Oh shit. Some of these ships, you know, in all honesty, as silly of a name as it is, dude, those Pelicans, that ship would make a really cool model. Is tank? Yeah, let's do it. So it's like everybody can pile in, dude. This would be the bee's knees if you're in a multiplayer. I think Master Chief in general would be a cool model.
The Covenant placed their tanks
Like
defend the
to, you know,
entrance to the
as
tunnel.
a, oh shit.
Looks like that armor wasn't so tough after all. Let's mop up the rest of them. Get up so I can kill you again.
Yeah, dude. All you wanted as a kid was a set of Chief armor. Shit, yeah, man. That helmet, dude. For me, it's the helmet, but for you, is it the helmet or is it, I mean, obviously it's the full, like, thing, but that helmet is dope. That'd be so cute, dude. You see a kid, like, when that new, when Infinite comes out, like, some super nerd dad, like, dresses his kid up in, like, a little kid costume of Master Chief. That'd be adorable. Yeah, it's all sick, though. Man, I would love to see somebody do it right at a, like, cosplay, you know, at, like, one of those conventions or something. There was an edition for Halo 3 when they gave you that. Oh, that's right, they did give you that helmet, huh? Like, there was like a special edition something, something. That's right. Oh, dude, Zach, are you watching the UFC this Saturday? Fucking Usman and Colby Covington, dude.
Everybody out.
Not on a pay-per-view. I always watch the upload to YouTube. Well, dude, I rarely pay for it, pay-per-view. But I will, like, go to a bar and, pay, like, the $10 cover. I don't know if maybe you're doing that or something like that. Dude, that's always really fun. There's, like, this really cool dive bar by my mom's down in, Huntington Beach. Kate and I usually just head out there to her. It's gonna be nuts, man. Usman is definitely gonna... Oh, fuck yeah. Are you kidding me, dude? That's cool, though, that you think that. Yeah, dude. Usman? Bro. Isn't this Usman and Covington, like, 3 or some shit? I know it's the... I saw that last one that they did. Fucking guy just can't get enough, or what? I think this is, like, the 3rd. Or 4th? He's the #1 pound for pound. I'm not surprised, dude. God damn. Dude, you know what was a sick Usman fight was Usman Masvidal. Moving to the bar for that. And my dude, when he knocked him out, straight up KO, dude. That was wild. They played that on slow motion for forever. Forever, dude. I'm sure you saw that. I'm sure you saw that, or at least yeah, exactly. That was crazy, but you know what was really cool was, look at this little bitch hiding behind the dam. It was really interesting to listen to the commentary. It was, you know, people were kind of studied it a little bit, like, throughout the match. And how Usman was, like, kind of exposing weakness or whatever of in Masvidal. Are you gonna say Masvidal Askren? No, that was the quickest one was not the coolest one, though. There's no way that was the coolest one. And knee to the face, come on. Let's do it. What you got, bro? Spinning knockout kick. Ngannou. Was it Ngannou Stipe? Oh yeah. Yeah. I've seen that. I saw that on Instagram actually. Dude, look at that guy's body, dude. That's nuts, man. Oh, look at the eyes roll back.
Beautiful. That's a taekwondo move all day. Yes. Foot on the body pad. Back into the face.
Wow. It's crazy that he stayed on both feet too. He came down on both feet. Like the balance and the speed to shift the weight around. Wow, imagine being those guys. Whoa, I wonder what is considered craziest UFC knockout. Oh, what? Was that that's McGregor and Aldo?
For the first time since he left as an 8-year-old boy, 34-year-old UFC welterweight champion Kamaru Usman returned to Nigeria.
Jose Aldo Jr. proud and relaxed and smiling.
Yeah, subs are like awesome. The oh, you might get something here. Jesus. Is he gonna like just squeeze this fucking dude's head off? Oh, oh. Oh, wow.
Criticized a bit at times, being a bit of a counter fighter, but Josh is bringing enough to him that he should have plenty of time to engage. Josh has just got good control here in the first. Josh is doing an excellent.
Oh shit! Popped out, back. Whoa, sick defense. Oops, good night, dude.
He's catching Chuck with that left hook, and he just missed with the right. And he's getting more confident, no question about it. And he's connected a lot more here in round 2.
I'm with you on the subs though, my dude. Obviously, what was it? It was the famous one, dude. Barboza and oh my god. Who's the guy, the other grappler? The other jiu-jitsu crazy ass that had this epic fight with Barboza. Why is his name is like right on the tip of my tongue? El Kakui, dude. Who's that? What's his name? Toby Amado and Jorge Masvidal. Shit. Damn. Oh shit. Oh wow. Oh wow. That is crazy town, dude. That is crazy town. Barboza. Tony, dude, Ferguson. Tony Ferguson, Tony Ferguson Barboza highlights, bro. This fight was fucking bonkers, dude, if you are into grappling. Yes, yes, exactly. I remember, I forgot about that actually. That was like brutal to see. Edinson Barboza, top finishes. Wait, this shit sucks. Hold up. I know it's on UFC. Let's see. Yeah, it's got to be this, dude. Oh, who's my favorite fighter? Look at this shit. What the fuck? I really like Poirier, dude. I love his character. Wow, dude. Oh, shit. I really like Ferguson. I also I think Sean O'Malley is really interesting to watch him like strategize and stuff. I think it's interesting how oh, Khabib, I mean, duh, you know, of course, that's a good one, nice one, good pull.
Shorty so why she bought a pill, now she call it super life.
GSP. I need to watch more of those classic fights and like him, you know. One thing I appreciate is Max Holloway's longevity. Oh, you know what I really have enjoyed watching is a few of the Daniel Cormier fights were really cool as just somebody that, you know, just keeps coming. Oh shit, alright. That's right, I forgot what a bloody mess that fight was. Look at this, dude. Wow. Khabib and GSP though, man, good for you, dude. Good pulls right there. Definitely enjoy grappling. Man, who's that Russian chick, dude? You know that Russian chick? Is it Svenko, or what's her name? It's just the baddest bee dude ever. Yeah, McGregor, come on, dude. That I was just gonna say the same thing, like, ego-wise, I'm just like, come on. It's so fucking annoying, dude. And it's like, you just get fucked up, you know? You can't be laying on the ground with a goddamn broken shin that you broke yourself. When you were getting rocked, by the way. That was Poirier's match anyways. But just like, dude, Khabib McGregor, mwah, dude, mwah, you know? I love it. Ryan Hall. Oh, really? Whoa, no way. Dude, I think the Diaz brothers are fucking bananas. Oh, God. Oh, bro, no. He just like stands scary. He like totally knows what the fuck he's doing. It's so weird. Oh god. Dude, I can't watch the ankle shit. Yeah, god damn, just fucking just tap already, dude. Just tear his knees apart? Oh god, dude, really? I can't, like, it's really hard for me to watch the leg shit, bro. Oh, wait, go back. Look at, what the fuck am I even watching? Oh my god, what are we doing, dude? It's 4 a.m. It's actually 5 a.m. where you're at. Look at this, dude. Right here. Oops, sorry, back take somehow. Whoa. Jesus, dude. That's a sense of like positional awareness that is just so master level, you know, to do that, to roll backwards and back take, seatbelt, rear naked choke. What? Okay, hop right on. Jesus. He doesn't still fight, does he? Subbed BJ Penn in 15 seconds. Oh my god. Wow.
Look at the BJ that I saw against Ryan Hall. Up until the time he gets leg locked, he looks fucking great.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, the Ryan Hall one is probably like the most.
Ryan Hall's gonna tear anyone's knee off, though. Hate to tell you.
Oh yeah, if they give him anybody, he's gonna do that to your knee. Well, he's a phenomenal grappler and he's super intelligent guy.
Oh, here we go. Oh, fuck. Wow, really?
So they were in DC in December. They're going to Norfolk on Saturday. Why weren't you on either one of those cards? It would at least seem to me like a layup to put you on one of those.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I guess it, you know, it's been a little bit of a struggle to find an opponent. You know, I've been directly turned down or been told that they're unavailable from 12 all the way down to 6. I guess that would be Burgos, Aldo, Emmett, Stevens, Moicano, Frankie, Cater. Pretty much everyone down to about Korean Zombie or Yair Rodriguez has been unavailable, and so it's been a little bit tough to find an opponent.
Do you feel like you're being frozen out here? Like, how do you explain such a thing?
I guess there's 3 guys in the division in Frankie Edgar, Jose Aldo, and Hanato Moicano, all of whom very tough guys. And of course, Edgar and Aldo in particular, very, you know, kind of iconic figures, but they're holding spots in a division that they're not currently, I guess, competing in. And it just seems like there's a bit of a logjam that's difficult to deal with. And can't say I'm being frozen out, but maybe effectively frozen out.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely should, dude. With that, that's a cool place to end, dude. Right there. Yeah, that's fucking rad. It makes me want to like get back into it. I actually really do. But dude, my man, it's been a fun night, man. Talk tomorrow, dude. We'll get some good sleep. And dude, thanks for hanging out. It was a good time. Sounds good, my man. We'll talk soon. See you, bud.